Well, the United States government, aka right now the Biden administration, has a domestic cartel. And this particular cartel is doing dirty deeds for the United States government and have a 35% success rate. And guess who they're after? The typical conservative, patriotic, libertarian base. I've got so much to show you today. But before I do, don't forget, get to noblegoldinvestments.com. If you guys don't have an IRA or something backed by gold, silver, and precious metals, now is absolutely the time to do it. And right now, Noble Gold Investments is giving away this 3-ounce silver coin here that you can see in my hand. This thing is awesome with any approved plan. And by the way, if you guys want to check out their YouTube channel, they have YouTube information about gold, about silver, about metals, about just what's going on in society. All you have to do is go to Noble Gold Investments there on their YouTube channel, and you can see why billionaires are buying up gold, all the amazing tips that they give. But give them a call today. They are my sponsor here on the show, and let them know Lisa Haven sent you. All right. So what on earth is this so-called United States government, what I'm deeming as a cartel, and how are they having this 35% success rate? Well, I came across this article on justthenews.com, and I have to be very frank with you. It sent chills down my spine. Take a look here. And it's headlined, Outsourced Censorship. Feds have used private entity to target millions of social media posts in 2020. The Biden administration gave millions in your tax-paying dollars to groups after elections, records show. And the group is known as an Election Integrity Partnership, EIP. And they claim that they have a 35% success rate, getting tech platforms to label and remove and restrict your content. Now, this stuff actually goes really, really intensely deep, but here it is. A consortium of 4 private groups worked with the Department of Homeland Security and state to censor massive number of social media posts that they considered misinformation during the 2020 election. And its members then got rewarded with millions of federal dollars from the Biden administration afterwards, according to interviews and documents obtained by Just the News. The Election Integrity Partnership is back in action again for the 2022 midterm elections, raising concerns among civil libertarians that a chilling new form of public-private partnership to evade the First Amendment's prohibition of government censorship may be expanding. The consortium is comprised of 4 member organizations, and here are those organizations: Stanford Internet Observatory, the University of Washington Center for an Informed Public, the Atlantic Council's Digital Forensic Research Lab, and Social Media Analytics from Graphica. It has set up a concierge-like service in 2020 that allowed federal agencies like Homeland Security, Cybersecurity, Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, and State's Global Engagement Center to file tickets requesting that online story links and social media posts be censored or flagged by big tech. The liberal groups who, I guess, contributed to this are the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, and Common Cause, and the NAACP were also empowered, like the federal agencies, to file these tickets seeking censorship of content. That is absolutely massive. So here we've got 4 different agencies that make up this consortium known as the EIP, and we have Democrat groups like the DNC who are allowed to file tickets, along with the Department of Homeland Security and State, who are also filing tickets, requesting that this organization, the EIP, go ahead and censor certain posts that they don't like. Why would they want to do that? Well, because it's against the law and illegal for the United States government federal agencies to go directly to these social media websites and ask them to censor and remove content. So instead, they're going around the system using a private entity. And this private entity is going after your Twitters, your social media platforms of the world, going after them and censoring content that they don't like. But here's where it gets even more chilling, is they've got a 35% success rate at making things that they don't like disappear. And take a look here. And here it is. Its own after-election report on the 2020 election. The consortium boasts it flagged more than 4,800 URLs. It goes on. The consortium achieved a success rate in 2020 that would be inevitable for baseball batters. Platforms took action on 35% of flagged URLs, with 21% that got a label on it, 13% were moved, and 1% were soft blocked, meaning users had to reject a warning to see them. The partnership could not determine how many were downranked, and I guarantee you it is a whole hell of a lot. And by the way, this is one of the main reasons that I created restrictiverepublic.com. I'm so sick and tired of all their downranking of our platforms, putting us at massive censorship that they're doing. Get to restrictiverepublic.com. I open this to have a more First Amendment based platform. And right now you can get it for $5 a month using the coupon code Trump. And by the way, this is all commercial free content, and we are doing live stream. Justice Knight and myself just put out a live stream video you can see here, and we really get into the nitty gritty about what's going on, and it's exclusive. Our live streams are exclusive to Restrictive Republic, but you guys aren't going to want to miss these kinds of things, but use the coupon code Trump to take advantage of that special offer. But back to this EIP group. Here's the thing. We also know via leaked information by FBI whistleblowers that they have been talking to organizations like Facebook. However, we also know that the FBI is denying those allegations. But fast forward to now, this information being leaked by Just the News. The next question I have is, who exactly is this group targeting, seeing that they're only accepting tickets from federal agencies that are, by the way, seem to be controlled by the Democrat Party, and why they are only accepting tickets from Democrat-linked organizations? Well, you could only imagine who they're after, and that information has just come out just within the last day or so about the enemy list of who this group is after. Take a look. This is another article on justthenews.com. The EIP has an enemies list. Fed-backed censorship machine targeted 20 news sites, 20 of them. But who are those news sites? Well, it states websites for Just the News, New York Post, Fox News, Washington Examiner, Washington Times, Epic Times, and Breitbart were identified among the 20 most prominent domains across this election integrity incidents that were cited in tweets flagged by Election Integrity Partnership and its collaborators. The report also identified 21 most prominent repeat spreaders of misinformation on Twitter, all of them politically classified, all of them as those on the right. Notice none on the left. Actor James Wood led that group, followed by Gateway pundit Donald Trump Jr. and Donald Trump himself. Here is that list blown up of people that they went after, and notice every name on that is associated, for the most part, with the right? James Wood, Gateway pundit, Donald Trump Jr., Donald Trump himself, former president of the United States, Tom Fitton, Jack Posobiec, Cat Turd, Eric Trump, Trunk Costello, and on. You have Charlie Kirk, you have James O'Keefe, you have Breitbart News, and on, and Sean Hannity. Not only that, but they also targeted news organization. And guess who made the top? Fox News there at the top. The Epic Times, New York Post, Zero Hedge. There's one, the CNN.com. One radical leftist organization made it on there. However, in this very same report by this consortium agencies, CNN had a disclaimer note next to it saying, well, they were only referenced as fact-checking the information. So in other words, they don't really count. But a wink and a nod and a wink and a nod, we got one on there. But notice everybody else on there, Just the News, The Patriot, Geller Report, Sarah Carter, all just so happen to be on one political side of the fence. It's not, gee, Wally. It's not like they're just politically targeting one side now, is it? No. It's certainly like the RNC can put their voices into. Wait, no? Huh? Nope. Wow. Don't worry, they just have a 35% success rate. I mean, really, we have organizations like the DNC, the federal government, which is illegal, asking this consortium of 4 organizations to get social media websites to remove your content. And it's only being pushed by one side. And by the way, completely illegal for the federal government to do that. This seems like something out of a communist country. Gee, I don't even feel like we are in America anymore. Hey, make that disappear. We get a nod. It's an enemies list. I really don't see a way to see it for these Democrats. We don't like all these people on the list. And by the way, the list expands a lot more. If they're getting pressure to do it from those, it files down. I've got my stuff massively restricted. Get to Rumble, by the way. Also, if you're not on restrictedrepublic.com, get to Rumble. I've got an account there under Restricted Republic. I've got a whole channel there. I'll leave it in the description box below, but subscribe there as well. I don't know what's going to happen on these, unfortunately, Democrat-controlled platforms. You don't know. It seems more and more like they're after political content rather than actual misinformation and disinformation. Otherwise, it wouldn't be so one-sided. But either way, lots going on. Anyhow, wanted to bring you the latest on all of that. I absolutely love all of you. Please also check your subscription here and make sure you are still subscribed and have that notification. But better yet, there's also Rumble. Anyhow, I love all of you. I'm Lisa Haven signing out.